Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're taking a deep dive into the Southern Ontario real estate market as of September 2025. We've got one massive question to tackle. Has it finally become a buyer's market? Well, we've got the data and we're going to break it all down for you. Okay, so let's just get right to it. This is the single biggest question on everyone's mind. For years, it's been an intense seller-driven frenzy. The big question is, has that pendulum finally swung the other way? And there you have it. The short answer, the unambiguous answer, is a big yes. The data is clear. It is officially a buyer's market. But, what does that actually feel like on the ground in September 2025? Let's get into what that really means. So, what are the telltale signs? What specific things are happening out there that confirm, without a doubt, that buyers are now in the driver's seat? It's really this perfect storm for anyone looking to buy. You've got more homes hitting the market, which naturally cools down prices. And that gives you the two things that have been, frankly, missing for years: real choice and actual negotiating power. This is that window of opportunity people have been waiting for. All right, on to the next crucial question, the one that directly impacts your bank account. What in the world is happening with home prices? Are they going up, down, or sideways? And the key thing to see here is that this isn't just a blip in one or two little pockets. We're seeing a consistent year-over-year price drop across the entire Greater Toronto, Hamilton, and Waterloo area. This price softness is a direct result of all that new inventory we were just talking about. Now, this chart is super interesting because it shows us exactly where the biggest shifts are. All housing types have seen prices dip a bit, but just look at detached homes. They've seen the most significant adjustment by far, down almost 6% compared to last year. And this quote really hits the nail on the head. It's a key insight. That huge pandemic-era demand for more space, the one that sent prices soaring in the suburbs, well, that's exactly where we're seeing the most significant price relief now. It's really opening up some new doors for families. So let's zoom in a little bit. We're going to do a quick tour of the region and see how this whole trend plays out in different cities and towns, because as they always say, all real estate is local, right? Okay, this table shows a really fascinating pattern. First, just look at that first column. Month-over-month sales are up pretty much everywhere you look. But then, look at that second column. Year-over-year prices are down across the board. So what does that tell us? It tells us buyers are definitely back in the market, but they're being disciplined. They are not overpaying. And if we zoom in even closer, we're seeing some specific neighborhoods pop up as prime locations for buyers who are hunting for value. If you're an entry-level buyer, places like Oshawa and Whitby are looking really promising. And in the Waterloo region, Kitchener's townhome market is a particular standout right now. So what's really going on here? What are the big forces at play that completely flipped this market on its head so decisively in favor of buyers? It's really this powerful combination of three things. First, you've got the Bank of Canada cutting rates to 2.5%, which immediately gave buyers more purchasing power. Second, a massive surge in new listings gave them something to actually buy. And third, steady immigration keeps providing the strong foundation of demand, which, keeps prices from falling off a cliff. Okay, so understanding the data is one thing, but now let's talk about what this actually means for you and the decisions you might be making, whether you're thinking about buying or maybe even selling. Beyond all the numbers and charts, there's this thing called market sentiment. It's basically the vibe of the market. And right now, that vibe is what I'd call cautious confidence. Buyers feel like they have some power, but they aren't being reckless about it. And this is exactly what it looks like at the negotiating table today. On one side, you have buyers who are confidently writing in conditions for things like financing and inspections again. And on the other side, you've got sellers who are realizing they have to price their homes competitively and be flexible on the terms if they want to get a deal done. So let's just boil this all down to what you need to remember. Strategy right now matters more than ever. If you're a buyer, the leverage is yours for the taking. If you're a seller, realism is your new best friend. The sweet spots seem to be in family-sized homes and suburban condos, and we're even seeing investors cautiously tiptoeing back into the market. This whole market shift represents a pretty rare moment of opportunity. For the first time in a very long time, the question isn't just if you can find a home, but what the right home truly is for you. So with more choice and more power in your hands, how are you going to redefine your search?